need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be Texans football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this up to the 15 before being taken down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Of all the ways the first points could go up on the board, a safety, well, it's one of the more rare and least likely, and we nearly saw it right there. What a great spot for the aggressiveness of that defense. And the QB, well, he nearly obliged them by dancing way too close to the goal line. We're still scoreless, just barely.
Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on third down. Throwing from near his own goal line. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, Stroud. Amazing concentration. Empty ball was tipped, but he still caught it. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Nix off the play action. Now to be caught by Troy Franklin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going left side, Williams with it. This is ahead for about 5. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. It's Nix out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Nix from the gun. That's caught beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll try and punch it in. Is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get it down to a single point. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
From the gun, Stroud. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Look at high. Oh, ready.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go. Right, Tony.
Here's Stroud now. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Lining up now to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go. Stop below 18. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
This, our last play of the quarter. Man in motion, out of the slot. Mix again on 2nd and 10. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We've reached the... We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it 3rd and 10.
Check smash, check smash.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football.
Oh, hey.
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. They kick the running back in motion. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Blown back, it's the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw, Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
South. Here we go, let's go.
Blitz coming for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 33 on 2nd down. Completed here to Johnston. And he's tackled for a short gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready? 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Hut, hut.
To throw. Here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
On the cleat, right? No. Right.
Here's Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, defenders... Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack and that play was a masterpiece.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Taken in by Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That throw finds Johnston. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos, who have 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Touchdown, Denver! Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. Forced out to his right. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4th. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. No return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. 1st and 10 from the 41. Play action with Nix. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Nix with it on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
We see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Nix from the gun. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. From the red zone now. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Putting a receiver in motion. They'll throw again. Nix. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Man in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Nix. The lateral goes haywire, live ball. And the Texans grab it. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. No luck finding his receiver that time.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks, is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
All right.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. He fields it from the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Working quickly here. Stroud now on 3rd. And this one doesn't go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. He's back to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another run for Williams. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, third down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing on first down, Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And he's out a little short of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Dell now in motion right. Stroud off the play fake. He rolls to his right. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that, they're a long ways towards doing it.
Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running back sent in motion. On the move, headed right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Escapes the pocket. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You've got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 3rd quarter lead. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 3. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 range. Let's go.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Hurt.
They motion the tight end over.
Panther 11.
Trying again following the sack. This finds Franklin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's first and 10.
Check, Panther. Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. Straight ahead with Williams. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Johnston brings it in. This gets the first and more. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild. Second and 6 coming up here.
Robert. Here we go, let's go.
From the 34. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. Trying for the deep ball. And they really went for for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He spins right by him. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. That throw behind his intended target. Trying to hit his fullback there. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Nick's again on 2nd and 10. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And he makes the Hefs goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans push their lead to 3. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Power squib kick is taken in. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Back to the air, Nick's after the pick. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun Bronc with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, set. 19 Lion. Ready.
Back to the air, following the pick 6. That one's cut along the left sideline. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
79 Broncos.
Nick's with it on 1st. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Set up. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
Nick's from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready, ready. Hut.
They'll throw again. Nick's. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans have it after the turnover at the 33-yard line.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Couldn't connect to a takedown. So it'll be second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Stroud to throw again on second. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
All right.
And they send a man in motion. Third down from the gun. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
All right.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now give left side, and he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Texans with a 10-point advantage.
All right.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, Stroud. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll send out the punting unit. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed here to Johnston. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they have 3rd and short.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Ready up.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now.
Going forward, it's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So the Texans come away with the road win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. Turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, dance all. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza for my leisure. Bliss. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wild. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury.